Well, great win for us tonight. Really did a good job in all areas. Threw the ball very well. Played good defensively and swung the bats really well. Had some quality at bats with 2 strikes. Came up with some big hits when we needed them. And overall, it was great to get a win tonight against a really good South Carolina club.
Hey, Monty, it's Will. Wanted just to ask, what does this win mean for you guys? Because obviously, I guess it goes without saying, this was one you needed.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great win for us against a great club, and certainly helps in a lot of different ways. I think we all know, we're fighting like crazy to get into the postseason, and a win like this tonight certainly helps our case. We know we still got work to do. We got to go down to Tallahassee and play a really good Florida State club now, on the road, which is always a challenge. And then we got Duke coming at home. But every game right now, quite honestly, it's like a playoff game for us. We're fighting every game to put ourselves in a position to get into the postseason. But we certainly took a step in the right direction tonight, but we still got work to do. But it's great to get a win tonight at home against our rival school and play good baseball. We played really good. We threw the ball really well, and just proud of our guys.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor. You went with Hawkins and Wagner in the lineup. I think the first time this season that they both started, with moving Hawkins over to first and Grice in the DH. Was that move just motivated by wanting to save Davis Sharp and intending to pitch him in relief tonight?
Yes, that's exactly why we did it. We just wanted to hold Davis and be able to use him when we needed to use him out of the bullpen. We had a couple guys down because of pitch counts from the weekend at Georgia Tech that were not available for us. So we need to be able to use Davis tonight. We wanted to be able to pick the right time to bring him into the game, which is why we didn't have him in the lineup tonight. Plus, Wagner's a really good defender at third base. We wanted to be able to play really good defense. Briars played a lot of first base for us. So that was the reason behind the decision there.
And that really paid off for you with the 2-out single and 2-out double that they had later in the game. How cool was it to see them come through for you?
Well, we got great production throughout the lineup. If you look at the lineup, 6 down, Brewer, hit a home run. Briar scored 2 runs with a hit. Wagner scored 2 runs with a hit. JD Brock came into the ball game and came up with a big 2-strike single that scored us a run. And Tio got on base, several times tonight as well. And we were glad to see that, Bryce was able to, come back into the game and that he was okay after a big time scare, with the hit by pitch. So just all in all, we got great production by, everybody in the lineup and we pitched really well. So it's just a great effort by everybody.
Hey, Monty, it's Josh from Charleston. Obviously, Eister had those 2 big hits in the first 2 games of the series. Did you feel kind of a sense of relief that when he got up there in the 9th, by then you guys kind of had a nice cushion at that point?
No, no, you don't ever get a sense of relief in the 9th inning, dude. I can tell you that. The 9th inning, the last 3 outs of the ball game are the hardest 3 outs to get, quite honestly. No, you don't ever feel relieved, I would say, until the last out is made. There's always a lot of heightened awareness in the 9th inning of the ball game. So no, I did not feel relieved until, the final out was made.
Hey, Monty, it's Will again. That in the 5th inning there, that obviously was the inning that turned it. First of all, tell me what your perspective was on the pitch and was it his nose that hit? How did he hit him in the face with the ball or in the nose? What happened there?
Yeah, so the pitch actually hit him in the nose, and it was a pretty unique rule that's been put in place, which I think is great for situations like that, where you can put a player in for the player who is undergoing concussion protocol. So we wanted to take Bryce into with our medical staff, bring him inside, let them stop the bleeding of his nose, and then also check him to see if he had a concussion. And what you can do is if a player is under concussion protocol, you can bring a player in for that player. And then if the player who was injured passes concussion protocol, he can re-enter the game. And the player that you use for him can be used again only in that spot. So it's a really unique rule. It's the only rule that I'm aware of where you have a re-entry of a player that's taken out of the game. So, which I think is great. So that was what the discussion was about with the umpires. They do that to keep the pace of play going, but also gives our medical staff an opportunity to check on Bryce. And, fortunately for us, after, a couple innings, he was okay. He just had a bloody nose, feel like he's going to be okay. And he was able to come back into the ball game.
Can you talk about how that fire I guess it kind of lifted the bench up a little bit. It looked like it kind of fired your dugout up just a little bit. I mean, not knowing what happened, but it kind of got everybody awake, I should say.
Yeah. I mean, you know how kids are. I mean, the crowd was going nuts, thinking that, maybe they were like trying to hit him. I mean, he was just trying to throw the ball over the plate. He wasn't trying to hit him in a situation like that. There was no ill intent at all. And I didn't think anything of it. I was just wanted to make sure that Bryce was okay. That's why I ran out there. I just want to make sure he's all right. I didn't think there was anything going on there, like he was trying to hit him or anything. We were just glad that Bryce was okay, that it wasn't worse than it could have been.
Coach, we all know what Caden Grice is capable of. He's 1 for 19 since he just absolutely torched Louisville that weekend. But it has to be good to know that your offense can put up numbers even when he's struggling.
Well, Caden's a really good hitter. He's one of the best hitters in the country. Baseball is just getting him a little bit right now, but it's happened to every hitter in this lineup at some point in time. He's going to be fine. I mean, I'm not concerned with Caden. A lot of times it just takes a hitter just hitting one ball hard and he's okay. And I think he'll be just fine. So it's good to see other guys step up around him. But he's just got to continue to go up there and take his best swing in the strike zone and do what he does, and he'll be just fine.
Anything else for Coach Lee? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, next up is James Parker. Go ahead with questions.
James, this is Will from the Clemson Insider. Just wanted to, what's this game mean to you guys? Obviously, beating South Carolina is big anytime for you guys, but also, trying to help your NCAA chances.
It meant a lot. Obviously, we want to win every game. From here on out, with the season coming to an end, we're just trying to get on our best baseball. And I thought we played a really good game tonight. We battled. We had some stuff not go our way, but I just felt we came out today with kind of good attitudes, putting everything that's happened in the past week just behind us. Just kind of playing our best baseball and just kind of winning today and taking it one day at a time.
Hey, James, it's Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com. How much does it mean to you being just a local guy from TL Hanna High School to be able to win the Bob Bradley Award?
It means a lot. My dad, I was talking to him and, he knew him when he was AD here at Clemson. So, I mean, it means a lot for me to be able to kind of have that award. But in reality, it was a better feeling to get the win today as a team. It was big for us. So, it was a pretty good feeling.
Hey, James, it's Will again. In the fifth inning when Teodosio got hit there in the face, what did that do for the dugout for you guys? It seemed like it kind of charged you guys, even though you didn't really know what the situation was at the time, but it seemed to charge you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, tempers were flaring, but everybody knew it wasn't, there was no purpose involved and whatnot. But it just kind of to see him come out and to find out, that he was okay. He was just, they were running through the protocols and all that, and to find out that he was all right and he could come back in. It really, that just shows how tough he is as a person. But I think it kind of shows the team culture as well. I mean, we're a tough team. We're guys who, we're going to give everything we got until, we have to be taken off the field. So it was definitely a boost for the dugout. I just think it was a turning point in the game for us. And I'm just glad, first of all, I'm just glad he's okay. But it was a turning point for us in the game.
James, obviously in the first two meetings against South Carolina, your offense struggled a little bit, but you didn't have Meredith Hall or Hackenberg in the lineup for those games. Does this kind of indicate maybe how much further you guys are along as an offense, just having them in the lineup, and especially Kier and Sam's presence on the base paths?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, they're both having great seasons, so it's just great to have them back. But I just think the biggest thing you see with them is just they'll take it at bat by at bat. You know, they're not going to keep carrying a bat over. You know, Kier, had a questionable call there. And, he was super upset he got out, but, he put it behind him and he came back and he had a huge hit for us there in the 8th inning, I think. So that's just the veteran presence that they all three of those guys give. It's big for us, and I think it really helps our offense click.
Anything else for James? All right, thanks, James.
Thanks, James.
Okay, last up is Carter Rathfield. Go ahead with questions.
Hey Carter, this is Will Vanderbilt with the Clemson Insider. Earlier in the game, you got in a couple of situations where, it could have went different. Talk me through your mindset in those two situations and how you were able to keep yourself from getting rattled.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big game, a big series with South Carolina. Everybody knows that. The biggest thing for me was just staying composed, just keep competing in the strike zone. And honestly, just doing what I do, which is pitching. It's a tough situations. Just getting people out is the biggest thing for us. And at the end of the day, I'm just happy I got out of it.
Carter, you had some walks early in the game, but you also had a bunch of strikeouts. How fine a line is it, I guess, walking that tightrope between not wanting to give them a free pass, but also trying to make them chase something, especially when you have a full count, for instance?
You never want to give up a free 90, as Coach Lee says, give them a free pass. I'm always trying to compete in the strike zone. South Carolina's a team that will kind of, chase a little bit, and I was trying to get them to do that. And some at bats they would, some at bats they would not, and just having to work out that way. But I was very happy, to get another opportunity to come back and compete in the strike zone, get a few strikeouts here and there, and get off the field and put a 0 on the board at the end of the day.
When was this for you guys, considering where you're at and what you're trying to accomplish right now?
We're just taking it day by day. Every day is a new opportunity for us. Every day we want to play baseball. We want to do what we love, and we want to win and compete. These last few games are very important to us. So going at them, with the same mentality as we do every game, is crucial to us. And just getting wins and making a run for the postseason.
Carter, when you had bases loaded with Eister up, obviously we know his history and the 2 walk-off hits that he had in the first 2 meetings. What's going through your mind in that at bat? Is that in the back of your mind at all, or are you just approaching him like any other hitter?
I'll be honest with you. I had no idea he had 2 walk-offs, going up to that at bat. So if there's even if I did, I try not to even think about that, because having that kind of mindset will never help you on the mound, keeping something like that in the back of your mind. At the end of the day, I'm just going to, compete, throw strikes to him, and, get the guy out. That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. And that's what I'm here to do. And so that's the big deal for me. Eister's a really good hitter. Give him a lot of credit. But at the end of the day, I was happy I could get him out, and get us off the field.
You had a couple of comebackers there early in the game. Did that ring your bell a little bit, or does that kind of get your juices flowing?
The first one, it nicked my cleat. It didn't get me. So I was like, all right, you know what? This has been a while since one's came back to me. And the second one, it caught me dead in the back of the leg. So yeah, it rang me up a little bit. That I didn't really care about it. I'm not just happy we got the out. Luckily it hit me hard enough to where it didn't go anywhere. It just dropped straight down. I could pick it up, throw the guy out. So, but yeah, it was a funny experience. But you know what? I'll definitely remember it in the morning when I see that bruise on my leg. So.
Anything else for Carter?